against piss-poor podcasting. But Fat Port Power President Patrick placed pineapple pieces perfectly on top of pizza pie. Plus, precise Peter Pan punched Putin, practicing politician poppin'.
Nice. What's up, everybody? Welcome to All for Footy. That's Daniel. That's Steelo. Let's get into this week's games.
Let's.
All right.
Hello.
It was Thursday night football at Marvel Stadium. Carlton versus Brisbane. Carlton 9-12-66. Brisbane 15-13, 103. Brisbane by 37 points. Steelo, comment on this.
Bang.
Straight into it.
It was hard to get a coffee there.
Speak into the mic, Steeler.
No, don't even worry about
it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
I can't believe you're at the game,
so I was
too.
there Thursday night.
Well done.
And I said to myself, I'm not drinking, I'm just on the coffees tonight. But look out, because it's going to be a lot of Italians looking for their coffee. And I was right. I missed a fair bit of the game just because I was waiting for a coffee. I was waiting for about 25 minutes each time I wanted a coffee. No beers. No, just there's a fair few baristas around there. I could probably get a pizza pie if I wanted to, but I was just on the coffee, mate. The latte.
Okay, all right. So Brisbane versus Carlton. That's you got coffee. All right. How about the game?
Yeah, the game, mate. Brisbane, boy oh boy. I mean, Carlton weren't doing that good. It didn't seem like they were playing well, to be honest. But the Lions can do that to a club, and especially we've been playing really well in Melbourne over the last few years. Like we've sort of conquered that. We were playing pretty badly whenever we'd come down here. Probably say 3 years ago, and then it's just clicked. Like we had to get it right, obviously, to win the grand final. Like when we played against the Pies in 2023 grand final, that was probably when we really conquered our fear of playing in Melbourne. And we unfortunately just lost that match, but we definitely conquered that fear. And then the next year, it was written. It was the rest is history. So the boys are playing really well down here, and it was just a dominant performance, really.
Yeah. Except for that last quarter. Well, what happened in that last quarter?
Oh, I think we knew the job was done. Yeah,
put the cue in the rack, kicked 5 behinds for a whole quarter.
Yeah.
Think you're hungry enough to get the flag? I don't know. I feel like Geelong would have stomped him out. Brisbane, soft touch.
Yeah, I mean the coffees had worn off by that stage, and I was just relaxing. I'm sure the boys were relaxing.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Their caffeine pills wore out. I get you. Raves, comments on this match. Did you watch it?
I was watching the first half. Brizzy just really did what they had to do early, didn't they? And it's just too predictable at the moment. And Carlton just seem to have the cue in the rack this year now. And you wonder when maybe a big effort might come, because they might come out and win a game still this year. But it's tough to see it at the moment. And it's tough watching. But Brizzy, on the other hand, it's very exciting. And Levi Ashcroft's one to me where he's right up there in the Rising Star Award, and he probably didn't have his best game on the weekend, but he's doing so well, and that's one to watch for me for Brizzy. Yeah. Come the rest of the year, can he keep going and win that, and then take that form into finals? And I reckon. I
noticed his field kicking was elite on Thursday night. Like he just hits these 15-meter lasers. And it doesn't matter where you are, he'll find you. If you just got 1 meter of space, he'll find you. So It's a good sign for a youngster. Yeah,
and all the midfield at the moment as well. Like you guys are tracking along really well, and I really feel like you're as good a chance as you are as any other team this year to win the flag. So, best of luck.
Yeah.
But Paul Carlton. Or do we say Paul Carlton, or do we just laugh?
I don't know. I feel like, do we have Carlton fans that we need to appease, or do we just go, fuck you, Carlton?
I know a couple of Carlton fans, and they're very down and out about footy at the moment.
Well, then they're not listening to the pod.
Oh, they might be. That's why I'm saying, do we laugh? But
okay. All right. You think they are? You think they're masochists? They want to hear about how they got thumped by Brizzy. Just remember, my definition of a thumping is 36 points or more. Like it's 37 points. It's a thumping.
Well, I was on Thursday night. I was sitting next to a few Carlton supporters, and they were just sort of laughing at it. You know, all you can do is laugh because otherwise you'd be crying.
Yeah, it's the what is it? 12 Steps of Grief or something. It's, yeah, like they're mourning. They're going through their processing of mourning Carlton season, because boy, is it over. Boys are
early.
All right, Friday night football at the People First Stadium. It was Gold Coast versus Collingwood. Gold Coast 10-9-69. Nice to Collingwood 8-15-63. Gold Coast by 6 points. Reeves, how good was this one?
Yeah, it was a really good game, and Gold Coast early just did the damage, didn't they? And got on top, and Collingwood not kicking a goal in the first half. I mean, have we seen that? Oh, it's been a long time. They did say when the last time was, but it's been a long time.
Oh, really?
And Gold Coast just getting it done, but Collingwood obviously playing a lot better footy in the second half there and looking really good, actually, and even hitting the lead. So, I think you can take a bit of both out of this game, really, where you've got Gold Coast did what they had to do to get the win, which is great, but they let Collingwood in the door from 40 points down, and you probably look at that as a bit of a concern. Collingwood in every game, and there they were right back in this game. So Collingwood, to me, didn't have their best night at all. They missed a lot of goals, a lot of easy goals.
Put your phone on silent.
And they just... Will, I can't work out how to put my phone on silent.
Steelo, put his phone on silent, please.
Good luck. And the messages still sound when you do that. But
don't trust him. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have an iPhone, but
anyway, yeah. So
fuck, if I was there, I'd turn it off so quick, and it'd be perfect.
God, it's just a beep. It doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. No, I guess we don't really care anymore. Yeah. Well, I feel like no, it was very bad news for Collingwood. Goalless in the first half. Oof.
Yeah, but it's in they know at the moment that their best footy's still great, and in those conditions up there travelling, to play one bad half and one really good half, I think they still, they still keep their focus pretty firmly on September. So,
yeah, no, I'm disregarding your opinion. I have my own opinion, and it's different. No, screw your opinion. I've got an opinion as well. The opinion is Collingwood have now been struck. There's blood in the water. This is when the sharks gather, bro. This is where the sharks gather. Collingwood's going down. All right. You know how you defeat God? You make him bleed. All right.
Yeah, well...
You don't even understand.
I mean, I still see Collingwood going further in the finals than Gold Coast. But in saying that, like you said, it just takes a little bit of a yelp. They have Adelaide and Brisbane coming up, and that's a tough stretch for Gold Coast. So to get this win against Collingwood, which I talked about, the importance of this 3-week window, so that could really get them into finals. But we'll do a little finals deep dive later, but it is interesting, the race home for the 9 teams in contention.
Word. I think you called it, Hippie. You said the Gold Coast, they have star power and they can get it done on the big stage. So, seeing that comes along.
No, exactly. I did say it last week. Collingwood are not infallible. And, Gold Coast at home. Come on. Just, yes, absolutely. But still, goalless in the first half. That is just... that shows some weakness to the rest of the comp heading into finals time, that's for sure. Alright, Saturday football at Marvel Stadium. It was the Western Bulldogs versus the Adelaide Crows. The Western Bulldogs 15-8-98 to Adelaide Crows 16-13, 109. It was Adelaide by 11 points in a barn burner, Steelo.
Yeah, they're crowing around. Blocking.
Did you check your barn? Did you check your barn? Was it burning?
No, but it had buttloads of crows in there. It had a whole murder of them.
A murder of crows.
Yeah, that'll get us looked into. But anyway,
what about the counting crows? Were they there as well?
Yeah, they were playing.
Oh wait, does Steelo even know the counting crows? That might just be a me and you generation thing, Reeves.
I do know them.
Such classics as Mr. Jones.
Oh
yeah. No, they were in there. In the barn.
But the crows, just...
God, Simbi was there watching the game.
Like, how big is a crow's brain? Because they have a really good memory for just a tiny little head tiny brain. They can remember things and they can get the job done. They remember things for years on end. So it goes to show, just at such a you don't need such a big head. So,
Well, have you ever seen The Crow? Great movie.
Actually, yeah, I've seen that.
as a
great,
human
man.
with a real tiny head, the size of a crow.
No, it's much cooler.
But should we get into the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so crows, yeah, you may
Yes,
as well take
Steelo,
it.
It
Jesus.
was a very high-end game, this one, I felt. Adelaide going in with their tall forward line. And Thilthorpe, didn't he come out as the man on the top with 6 goals? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
how are they going at the moment with their forward line? Like, Tex just running around. I mean, you know, when you think of it like this, they had to put Lob on Tex, and Lob's one of their main defenders. I mean, you'd like to be putting him on Thilthorpe or Fogarty. You know, they're pretty tall, dominating forwards. So, you know, at the moment, Adelaide are really playing a trump card here with their 3 tools, and I think I've noticed that they don't play them all in the forward line at the same time. Usually one of them's chopping out down back, having a rest on the bench, or maybe even doing a small chop out in up around the ground.
Yeah, getting higher.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a real wish-wash at the moment for defenders. I mean, good luck trying to actually keep check on who you're manning up on in Adelaide. And they've got the small forwards to go with it. And I just think at the moment they're a real danger this season. I actually really feel like they can go all the way.
Bit of an X factor, aren't they?
They really are now.
Yeah.
And, last loomed large for them in perspectives, but they had the injuries. And I reckon that helped them a lot for this year because they kept getting games into some guys. They were patient with their build, which they did say in about 2022 now, 23, like, we're rebuilding. They've gone away for those couple of seasons where they were down. And this is, you know, they're showing the stocks of it now. So, yeah, they've snuck up Adelaide, haven't they? They've really taken me by guard a bit. It's probably ruined my tipping season.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think I had them on my predictor, definitely down about 12th.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later in the year. Yeah, no, it was they seemed that every single one of their forwards was getting a lot of the ball up forward, like between like Phil Fogarty and Tex. Yeah, they're all multiple goal scorers. Usually one doesn't kick any goals or kicks like just one or something, but not this week. Adelaide looking strong. Yeah, what a forward line. It's got a lot of what Melbourne's lacking, unfortunately. Got to bring everything back to Melbourne.
All those Texan whoppers that he had last week.
Well,
The big Tex.
Well, we disagreed about that. I didn't think he was having any of those Texas whoppers. But hey, we'll have to once again agree to disagree.
And the skipper as well. The couple for them, I reckon, that's really going a long way is the skipper and Dan Curtin. You know, the young fella, he's coming right up in the Rising Star Award here, right behind Ashcroft. And he was paying 51-1 about 2 months ago to win the Rising Star, this kid, and he's now paying 350. So his season's been incredible, and every week, you know, he's just dominating. Another 28 disposals on the weekend. And yeah, they're not short of a bloke stepping up to play a role at the moment. So yeah, I'm a bit nervy to say go the Crows because I really don't want to see him win the flag, but go the Crows.
Oh well, could be worse.
Yeah,
at this point, I just don't want to see Collingwood win the flag because that seems like the easy answer.
It's going to be interesting with Darcy too. There's a potential that he's going to get a few weeks. I think it's Darcy up for the tribunal.
Oh, well, we'll find out.
So, you know, they might miss him, they might not. He might not get any weeks, but
yeah. But hey, let's say Naughty Boy, he was firing as well, kicking the first 3 goals for the Doggies, and 5 goals all up for the game. Yeah, he was firing. Couldn't believe that. It's like, oh shit, now he's kicking goals. Usually when I have him to kick 2 or more, he fucks around. But anyway, it's not about me. It's not about me and my tipping. It's about Melbourne. All roads lead to Melbourne.
yeah, well, yeah.
It's about astronaut.
Yeah. But no, very unfortunate for Doggies. I think everybody did tip the Doggies. Nobody went off on a tangent and thought Adelaide could do this. But in the end, oof.
Huge show. I mean, they really played well, and you know, Simba wasn't happy at all. You know, he's a real passionate dog supporter.
Yeah. It's a great idea to put the dog between you and the mic. Awesome. But yeah.
He he was just left licking his wounds after the game, and he wasn't happy.
No, Rick wouldn't have been happy.
He got kicked out.
No, and Rick wasn't happy.
Did
either.
anybody check on Rick?
And Tyson wasn't happy, and Jai wasn't happy.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah.
Tyson might have been happy. Tyson
Oh,
might
actually,
Tyson might not.
goes to
He might not tie his happiness to football. Not everybody does. You know, it's only us.
There was still lots of fireworks going off in Footscray, but I heard they were fireworks of pain, of turmoil instead of happiness.
Isn't that always the case? Isn't that always the case? But yeah, well, look, I'd say poor old doggies, but they're playing finals footy, and they only lost by 11 points. So,
Nathan, are they? They're ninth on the ladder at the moment. I mean, at the moment, I'm going to have to get into it now.
Oh,
I mean,
all right,
been looking right into this finals race, and I did a finals predictor, and it actually comes down to, on my finals predictor, the Dogs and the Hawks are the two that fell in the gun for me in that ninth spot. So, there's a game, I think, do they play each other? Or maybe they both play Collingwood, so the Dogs have really still got to win more than half their games going forward to make it, and Hawthorn could fall 3-3 with their run. So
yeah, well, I believe in the Bont. All right, I believe in the Bont.
Well, they're going to have to play good footy. They're going to have to win a lot of games right up to the end there. And
hey, I'm hopeful.
But good luck to the Dogs.
I'm hopeful. So yeah, but anyway, let's move on. Saturday afternoon football at NG Stadium. It is GWS versus Geelong. GWS 17-9, 111 to Geelong 13-7, 85. GWS by 26 points. Take it away, boys. Who wants to talk about this one?
I enjoyed this game heaps. I actually watched it from start to finish while I was down the island. Just sitting back in the house, nice and warm. We'd been out for the day, got it on, and the Cats started not too bad there. They came out of the blocks pretty well, and it was good to see the Giants, so just really steady, with Green, and good to see Hogan back. And they're very solid down back at the moment, and they really stuck to their guns and overpowered Geelong through the midfield with really clean ball possession. They were just cutting them up through the middle. And again, a bit like the Dogs, I don't think the Dogs had an overly bad day against Adelaide. Geelong didn't have a bad day. They played very good footy early. They tried to play their game, and the Giants just arm wrestled them out of it and really just clinically beat them with clean possession and taking full advantage of their forward goes. And it was quite impressive footy. But you can tell it's two finals teams, you know what I mean? I just reckon, compared to Richmond and Essendon game, which I'm sure we'll get to shortly, this game was high quality, and Geelong will take a lot of positives out of it, just seeing what the Giants are about, seeing the way they move the ball. Geelong like to play like that too, really sling it around. And it'd be interesting. I think maybe the tall fella, the guy that I can never remember his name, Shannon Neal, might have got injured as well, I believe.
No.
I'm very vague with anything to do with Shannon Neal, aren't I? Injuries.
No, didn't get injured. Kicked 5 goals. Good for him.
Well, yeah, I heard he kicked some goals, but I heard he might be a little bit proppy after the game, so one to watch there. But yeah, Geelong, I mean, it was a big game for the ladder. I just really feel like Geelong, if they had won that, they'd be pushing right up with Adelaide there into 3rd and 4th. But now the Giants, they just keep themselves in that race with every other team there on the 11 wins. And yeah, this season is just going to be so interesting come down to the last 6 games. But the Giants, good on them for a good win. Their percentage is a bit low still. It's only 113. So they're obviously going to have to rely on wins just to keep banking into the 8 there this year.
I wonder if they can do it again consistently. Can they repeat this?
I think that team, I mean, guys like Whitfield, Toby Green at the moment. I mean, Cadman, how good's Cadman going for them?
Well, he went really well on Saturday.
And Callahan's just he's a no-name, come through, and he's playing elite level footy here. So Darcy Jones, and you could just keep rattling them off. These blokes at the Giants that are just very, very good footballers, and it was a really star-studded game, though. I mean, Geelong are full of cream.
Well, let's just put it out there. Jeremy Cameron, 1 goal too. Jesus, I think this is the one game this year he hasn't kicked like 5.
Yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling that the full forward from Port, what's his name again?
Charlie Dixon?
No,
Georgiades?
Georgiades might sneak him this year. He's only 7 or 8 back now, and he's been kicking some bags, Georgiades. And Cameron, he's been getting his 2 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to put it out there that Georgiades sneaks home in the Coleman. He's paying $10 still too, so it'll be worth a little look.
Oh, might be. Yeah, very disappointing for the Geelong. But
It was. I tipped him too.
I think most people did, But GWS really pulled off the upset, Good to see. All right, let's move on to the next piece of shit. Saturday night football at the MCG. It was Richmond versus Essendon. Richmond 6-10-46. Essendon 4-13-37. Richmond by 9 points in the worst game I've ever fucking seen. Steelo.
Whose fault was that, though? I thought
It's mine, because I decided to watch it. So...
You kind of expect it from Richmond, you know what you're going to get. They're low on the ladder. They're just a bunch of youngsters. But Essendon, they should have played a lot better. This was just embarrassing for the Dons.
This was the worst game of footy for the year.
Yeah.
Too, just to
Horrible. I was listening on the radio, and they were just deflated. They said, that was the worst quarter we've ever seen for a long time. Even the first half, I think. In the first half.
Second quarter, there was no goals in the second quarter.
Yeah, 1 behind to 6.
Even the first half has been pretty flat, so just see you after the break.
What a game of footy.
Yeah.
But,
only because Richmond kicked 3 goals unanswered in the last quarter. That's the only thing that just got them over the line. What a fucking shit show. If I was an Essendon supporter or a Richmond supporter, I probably wouldn't be watching football right now. Wouldn't be here doing this podcast. Wouldn't be here next to my kitty, Oreo.
Well, that's why Julian's not coming on the pod, isn't it? Because he's an Essendon supporter.
So no, because you can't stick to start times. So I think that's why. Unfortunate.
Main reason.
Yeah, that's the main reason. This might have something to do with it. But yeah, unfortunate. Oh, Jesus. I feel so sorry for my Essendon brethren. But then I remember they're getting my first round draft pick this year, so sympathy's very short-lived.
Good to see on the match leaders info that Nate Caddy, 1 goal, was a match leader.
Sad. Well, let's move on to the next game, because I don't want to really talk about that much more. Makes me sad. Really does. Saturday night football at Optus Stadium. Fremantle versus Hawthorn. Fremantle 12-5-77 to Hawthorn 9-10-64. Fremantle by 13 points. Really sticking it to the Hawks, Reeves.
Yes, well, this game was very interesting. I spent most of my time watching this one across the evening, and it was a tough ball to win in there. That was a real red-hot footy, and both teams were really cracking in. I really felt like the Hawks were going to get up there. They were sort of in the lead around three-quarter time, and they might have even Freo got the first goal in the last quarter. But it was all Freo in the last quarter, which really surprised me, because the Hawks had been playing good footy all night and looked right in the game.
Mm.
And 2 behinds in the last quarter to Hawthorn. So that was a bit of a shock. But Lord Meek as well, one for Hawks, who's really killing it at the moment, and I love the big fella. But Freo, aren't they just along? Fabs will be over there just getting a little bit chuffed right now, just, blowing a bit of smoke, just
chuffing it up. Yep.
The big haze. And, wouldn't be surprised if they really put a lot of pressure on Collingwood this week. They're playing Collingwood. It's a big game, but I just feel like Freo are the sort of team that can really rock a boat. And, it's over here at the MCG, but I know that they're going to want to love that challenge. So it's going to be an interesting week building up to that game, I reckon, just around the competition. There'll be a lot of talk about that game because if Freo win it, they really put themselves in there. But if they lose, which everyone probably will say, what are the odds? $1.30 to $3.50. I think I know who Ryan will be tipping.
The favourites. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, big result there for Freo just to pinch that one because every week I think they're riding just a bit of on the edge here, Freo, and I think they're going to enjoy playing that way because it's going to bring the best out of them. And it was really bad to see Brayshaw get cleaned up right at the siren there. He copped a bit of friendly fire from Luke Jackson, actually, your mate Nathan, and
Ex-mate.
absolutely kneed him in the side of the head with 1 minute to go. There was a pack. He was sort of standing there going for it. And shout out to Brayshaw. Hopefully he's all right. I mean, he had claret running from his head as the siren went.
Look, he'll walk it off.
Very nice, that one. But big win.
Big win.
Yeah.
Any addendum you want to add, Mr. Steelo?
Yes.
Addendum.
Indeed. I think that Fremantle just managed to manage their time with the football a lot better, and Hawks seemed to rush themselves. Hawks actually had more possessions, more contested possessions, more uncontested possessions, but Freo had more time in possession. And they just managed to just almost slow down time like Scott Pendlebury and just find the right target.
Pendles came on as the sub. Yeah, that was good to see.
Well, got to rest the old band, rest those old bones for finals time.
Definitely.
It was a different match, though.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely.
You mentioned Pendles. I just remembered he was the sub. I'd never think he'd be the sub.
Wait, I don't know. Yeah, that was a different match, though. That's a good call. All right, let's move on. Next game, Sunday football at the MCG. It was Melbourne versus North Melbourne. Melbourne 18-11, 119 to North Melbourne 12-11, 83. Melbourne by 36 points, thumping the Roos convincingly. Hey, guys?
Oh, look, you should give us a samosa on this one, Nathan, because this is your territory.
Yeah, we fought with North back and forth until the third quarter sometime, and we just kicked away. It was great. It was great.
Good for the club.
It's what you need to see. Because, yeah, look, we're not going to get many more wins this year. If we get another win, I'll be happy. But we got this one, and I'm happy with it. I'm never look a gift horse in the mouth. Because you know what happens when you look a gift horse in the mouth, Dan.
What? Tell us.
No, you know. We don't need to speak of it. We don't need to speak of it.
Good to see Petrarca having a real big day too. I thought he really enjoyed that victory.
Yeah,
just for like you said. So it was good footy from the D's, and good to see a good high-scoring game.
Yeah.
I just felt like both teams... North probably brought out the best in Melbourne there, because North pushed them all the way. I mean, they kept scoring into the third quarter there. Another 4 goals in the last quarter. So Melbourne had to keep wriggling along, and they kicked 7 goals in the last quarter. You would have enjoyed that last quarter, Nathan.
Oh, it was all candy to me. I loved it all. Wasn't happy.
How did Oliver go?
Oh, Oliver, he just runs around doing stuff. He didn't do too well. But he doesn't need to fucking get 30 touches every game. It's all right if he gets a lazy 21,
Yeah, well, it's good when you got Melchin kicking 5 and, Jack Viney, getting 9 tackles in there as well, just leading from the front. And
Yeah. Well,
where to for the future for Melbourne, eh? That's the big question now. It's
still a bit disappointing, though. Van Bruin and Pickett, they are our goal scorers. And kicking over 100 points in a game, you'd expect them to get 1 each at least.
Yeah, how's Harrison Petty going?
More than 1 each. Harrison Petty, I'm pretty sure he's injured, bro.
Jeez, I really bet they wish...
Try it again.
I imagine that Melbourne are quite upset that they didn't take the 2 first-round picks for Harrison Petty a couple of seasons ago now. They're probably kicking themselves on that one. But
hey, we stay loyal to our boys in blue, all right? Don't you worry.
Go Jack.
Don't you worry. But yeah, look, it was a fun match. Go Melbourne. But at the end of the day, it's not really interesting unless North Melbourne won. Because North Melbourne are terrible and you expect them to lose. But, as we're talking about Adelaide, they went rebuilding. They went off for 2 years and rebuilt, and now they're sick. It's like, well, why aren't the other fucking shit teams that have been shit forever do that?
Well, North beat me the first time they played there, didn't they?
Yeah, they smashed us earlier this year, to be fair. So this was us getting our win back. But
so that's good.
Not as impressive as how much they smashed us, though. I think they smashed us by twice the amount that we beat them by. But yeah, look, we got our win back. But at the end of the day, season's over.
Good old rivalry's back though between those two clubs.
Yeah, it didn't really seem that fiery. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I didn't really see much fire about it between the two teams. But yeah, hey, look, fun times. Melksham kicked 5. Good for him.
Just two soft teams going at it. Should be the new Marshmallow Cup, Melbourne versus North Melbourne.
No, I think St Kilda versus North Melbourne.
No.
Speaking of which, let's move on to the next game. It was Sunday football at Marvel Stadium. St Kilda versus Sydney. St Kilda 13-9-87 to Sydney 14-8-92. It was Sydney Swans by 5 points. St Kilda just couldn't get it done. You can relate, can't you, Reeves?
Oh, we just couldn't get it done. We had a couple of plays in the last quarter, in the last minute, to get it down there, and then Sydney rebounded it, and then with 10 seconds to go, we bombed it in there again. Couldn't get it to hand. So, valiant effort by the Saints there, and they could have deserved the victory. Just, could have gone either way, I reckon. The ball was just jotting around for the last few minutes, end to end, and Sydney got the last goal, which obviously gave them the win, but Saints had the lead there through the third quarter and were looking good. Led most of the day, really, and played good footy. And at the moment, will enjoy the extra position on the ladder down for the draft pick. So, all in all, a great result for coming good next year. And,
A little golf clap for that one, for sure.
Yeah.
But, another favourite for the Saints is the big Moose. How was he, the big fella, coming through there?
I don't even know who you're talking about. That's how uninterested in the St Kilda Football Club I am. So, who was it?
Name for you. Oh, he debuted the big young fella.
Oh, that's why I don't know him. His debut.
Yeah, he debuted, but
half man, half moose.
But he kicked a goal in his first game. The big fella. We're calling him the Moose already. And Max Hall, he's another great find for the Saints. And if I can't shout out Marcus Windhager. I mean, seriously, the dude is a legend at the moment, and he's been playing the big tag and roll this year. And on the weekend, Rossi just released him. He goes, "You get in the midfield, son. Go get some ball now. Hard earned."
And he fucking did.
He's been holding him back all year, going, nah. All right, now you go, son. And he got 36 touches, and he looked bloody good, running off the line, getting the double-up handballs. And with him and Messiah Wanganeen Miller are running around together,
that's the one.
Man, aren't we looking fast through the middle? So look out when we get a bit of Max King back in there. And with our forward line now, with Sharman and the big Moose up there, mate, we're looking dangerous. So could be, maybe it's only 2 years until Saints get up in the window.
Yeah, hey, looked very very dangerous. You looked very dangerous in that loss, mate. Very dangerous.
We did, very. Because Sydney been playing
in that loss.
It took all day for Golden to step up and do something, which was
in that crashing loss.
Aaron Golden and Errol.
Closer.
Third time, mate. He kicked the goal that won the game for him, which was a good goal, and it took a good player to really get through our defence there to kick that goal. So, but very good game of footy, I thought. Very fitting of two teams maybe deserve it of being the wild card game final or something, around both 9th and 10th on the ladder kind of vibe.
Marshmallow.
9th and 10th on the ladder?
It was a pride game normally.
When's St Kilda been that high on the ladder? 9th or 10th? That's weird.
I'm just saying for the footy we're playing, we look like about a 10th, 9th ranked team in the comp.
No. No,
Yeah,
I'm
for the
sorry.
footy we're playing.
No,
Now,
no. Sorry.
Higgins is playing really good footy. Our forward line looks bloody good all of a sudden, and with the midfield and Jack Sinclair off the back line, like we actually look alright at the moment. We're not playing bad footy. Rowan Marshall going around, like
Mate,
we're shaping up better than we were at the start of the year. We looked very
Okay.
lost at the start of the year playing. You guys thumped us by 80 points at the Dome. I don't think you'd do that this week. But I'm being a little one-eyed, maybe. I don't know. But
oh, you're absolutely being one-eyed, bro. You're sitting 15th
just
on the
seeing a
ladder. Like, what the
real
fuck are you talking
future.
about?
I'm seeing a real bright future for the first time in about, let's call it, 16 years. Since 09. And the future actually looks a little bright. Yeah.
Good sign.
Where in
Don't
between
believe him,
since 09,
Steelo.
I never have said that the future looks bright for St Kilda. I've always said,
Oh, we should win the flag. All right.
Must be that old Spud Frawley centre that they built out there. Just got everybody's head right.
finally doing
Just,
something.
lift the morale.
And old Max Windhager. He's going to cop that name.
Isn't it Marcus?
It is Marcus. I was just toying with you, Nathan.
Fuck. I don't. You're making me learn about the St Kilda Football Club, and I resent you for it.
He is number 2, and that is the Spud Frawley number. So what a legend this kid is being bestowed upon a legacy to be number 2. And that's to sum up the game for everyone.
That's the samosa.
Unfortunately, it is bestowed. Otherwise, if you could say it with a P, you would have added it to the list.
Yeah. Too many P's.
B's are pretty close. Maybe you can sneak them in if you say the B in a certain way. Bestowed.
I'll have a go at that list. Let the listeners know.
Yeah, alright, well. Alright, let's move on to the next game. Sunday afternoon football at Adelaide Oval. It was Port Adelaide versus West Coast. Port Adelaide, 12-15-87 to West Coast, 9-7-61. It was Port by 26 points. In a barn burner, Steelo. It was a barn burner. No, it wasn't a barn burner.
And there can't be 2 barn burners.
Nah, there was only about 1 barn burner. It was the one we talked about before. This one was meh.
Yeah, Port Adelaide, mate.
Game, though.
West Coast had us guessing, though. They had us guessing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were going to do it.
That first half, they looked real good.
Precisely pounded down on the Eagles, and they just turned them into whoppers.
You're not meant to laugh at your own joke.
Yeah, don't laugh at your own jokes, Steelo. Jeez.
It was a great call. But
Yeah,
anyway, saw Harley Reid go toe to toe with Hornet, and that was intense. Yeah, Juan Francis walked up to him and said, "Hey, big dog, I know you reckon you're all that, but I'll show you how you do it." And then he did it.
Did he ever?
Boy, did
I'd say Harley Reid took a lot of points in the contest.
Yeah.
And he was even throwing zingers back at him, saying, "Oh, you're mama's boy. Why'd you move back home because you miss your mum?"
Yeah, it was.
That was a good one. So, what a contest between those two. I like that one. Good pick up on that one there, Steele.
It's back and forth. It was awesome to see.
And I was looking forward to Tommy McCarthy playing on our mate Sam Powell-Pepper, but obviously Sammy Powell-Pepper was out injured, so poor Tommy didn't get to line up on the ball. But
Well, we know he would have crushed him.
Oh,
Come on. Tom Watch, get out of here. Get out of here, mate.
Well, don't know what else to make of it. West Coast, it's going to be a little while till they real competitive.
chokers? Do you reckon they choked on the weekend?
It's like a good performance. Credit to you, but you're not good enough. Port Adelaide are able to get the job done without too much stress.
They should just go away for 2 years and rebuild and become awesome like Adelaide.
That's what West Coast are doing, I think. They're getting a lot of kids in now.
2 years.
A full team of kids through West Coast now, so...
Yeah, but 2 years. You got to do it in 2 years like Adelaide did. Or like Hawthorn did. Like all these teams quickly turned around. Like went shit to bounce back to be awesome. I hate them so much. As a Melbourne supporter. You should too as a St Kilda supporter, Reeves.
Oh, I never forget 97.
Never forget.
Yeah, there was probably more to take away from being a West Coast supporter than there was the other mob. So, yeah, at least they're in a decent position. Port Power, I don't know where they're at. They're probably going downhill, So
yeah, they're I don't see them playing finals football. I don't see them in the running.
very small green shoots down at West Coast. They're just budding.
Well, bigger than small green shoots.
Well, it's better to have green shoots than no shoots or brown shoots. But
They're
the
pretty-
shoots are there, but
The shoots are
Sizable.
there, but they're thick.
They've got a few shoots that you'd happily put into your own team's shoot bed, and let them shoot in your own
well,
side.
that's it. The shoots are there, but they haven't shot.
That's what you say, but I don't want any terrible shoots mixed with my amazing shoots.
Oh, look, a few of those Eagle defenders down there.
Yeah,
They got some good stocks. They got some good stocks coming through West Coast. So whether they go to they'll be obviously at the trade again this year and picking up a lot of youngsters.
Hey, look,
Looking like they're going to be down the bottom.
for our good friend Tom McCarthy, let's hope they turn things round and win a flag next year, and then we can celebrate with our good friend Tom McCarthy.
He could be a premiership player, and we'll just be hanging off him because we were there the whole way.
Yeah, mate, and he'll thank us in his fucking when he gets the Norm Smith, he'll thank us.
I think you was just calling him then to thank him.
Yeah.
Well, he was just wanting to see if I need tickets for the game on the weekend.
Yeah, well, put your phone on silent, mate. All right, with that, let's move into this week's tips.
Tippity what?
Tippity, what? All right, well, the tipping results this week. Bit of finally got an unpredictable round. I'm sick of all these predictable rounds where everybody that tips the favorite just gets a perfect game every week. It was hey, look, a lot of tippers that got like work tippers and people that were like convinced to join a tipping comp and they're like, I don't really like football. They all had a really good 3 weeks. So like kudos to them. But this week separated the men from the boys, and let me tell you, somebody got a 7 this week.
Oh, is he somehow Scottish?
He is. Somehow he is Scottish. Yes, no, you are correct. He is somehow Scottish. Mr. Alan Fauna. Can't believe it, really.
I'm going for Scotty in tips this year to come second because I actually caught up with the great Alan Fauna yesterday, and it took me back to last year when I said, geez, Scotty is shit house at tips, and I always beat him. And I hanged my hat on always beating Alan every year in tips. It's one of my favourite little anomalies. And this year he's got me absolutely toasted and making a charge up the leaderboard, only a couple off second now. So go Scotty.
He'd be one of Scotland's best tipsters, I reckon.
Well, at the moment, in good form.
Well, hey, look, let's not go crazy. Like, he only got 7 one time. Like, he is also known by his other name, Mr. 0 out of 0.
Yeah.
He has gotten 0 out of 9 before. So, like, we can never forget that. That happened.
Isn't this top 4 now we're talking about?
Yeah, Alan Fauna. Yeah, he one time in the comp he got 0 out of 9.
No, he's in the top 4, isn't he?
He's in the top 5. Yep.
Oh no, he's been in the top there and abouts in that
Top 5
spot.
now.
He's fallen down to 5th now, so he's pushing for a home final.
Oh no, he's in the top 5, but he's 4th. But yeah.
That's what he said. He's 4th, so he's top 4 now.
Yeah, no, look, I don't like going like the top 4 or the top 3 or the top 2 because you're usually talking about someone and they're like, all right, they're the second. Like if you say the top 2, yeah, all right, they're the second one. If you say the top 3, all right, they're third most likely. Instead of just coming out and saying they fucking won it. Like, if they won it, you wouldn't be like, oh, they're in the top 3. You'd be like, no, they fucking won it.
He said that he's in the top 4 now.
4 now. I hate it. All right. Also, not doing so well in the tips this week. Raby, you got a 2.
Thank you. Hard to do.
Oh.
Actually submitted my tips.
That was not too hard to do. No, Jesus.
How many did Julian get just out of interest?
He got 6.
Wow.
He had a really good week. So did Brick. He got 6. So,
That just all the away teams, though. I think if you...
No, it wasn't all the
All
away
the away
teams.
teams was just 3. If you didn't put your tips in, you only got 3.
Really?
So I did worse than not even putting your tips in, which
Yeah.
really sucked because I'm playing Paddy at the moment in a head-to-head and he didn't put his tips in. And there I was trying and managed to rumble up a 2. But it's all good, Nathan. Back to the drawing board this week, and I'm really looking forward
Hey,
to
look,
this.
you get knocked
this
down,
week's-
you get back up again. All right, they're never going to let you down. All right, well, you're coming in at 22nd, Reeves, out of 24 on
It's
79.
all part of the tanking process. You know what I mean?
You're on 2. Unfortunately, Paddy got one up on you because he didn't put his tips in this week, so he got one extra tip than you this week, unfortunately. So he's running away from you a bit. But that's unfortunate. But then next up is me. I'm number 8. I'm 8th. I went up a spot. Take that, Mickey B. I'm on 102. And then above me at number 7, Steelo. You dropped down a spot. You got 4.
This week.
Yeah, you got 4 this week. And yeah, you dropped down a spot. You're on 103. I'm 1 behind you, bro. And I've got a better margin than you, so
Messed up.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. All right, I'm right there.
But
But yeah,
tip Richmond, and I should have tipped GWS. I want to tip them too.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, Rick jumped you, so he's now 6
Bloody parachute.
on
Pants.
100. All right, and now let's get into the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Jamie on 105. Number 4, Alan 4. Nah. On 109. And then Jim Bob Parker coming in at number 3 on 110. Then Reeby's secret friend, Luke Bennett, coming in at number 2 on 111.
I'm enjoying the race till second. That's the new focus now.
Yeah, no, there's a good grouping for second spot. It's pretty fun. And there's a good grouping for 5th spot as well, and I'm in that. My aim is to try and get in the top 5.
Yeah, not so interesting though. I'll tell you what is interesting though.
It's interesting to me, mate. All right.
We have a case of first to worst. second to
After
best.
you, can we get the total for the leader, just so we know?
Well, yeah, 111 for running late, and then coming in at number 1, Mr. Ryan Fenton. He only got 4 this week, but he's on 116. He's ahead. It was so far ahead of the comp at this point. I don't even give him the fucking trophy already. I think I'll just mail it out tomorrow. Or not trophy, like it's like a pencil. Look, he'll enjoy it. He'll find a use for it. He's a good guy.
I'm still saying that the car might run out of petrol here on Fennos because statistically we know who he's tipping for the rest of the year.
Yeah, the
and I
favourites.
feel like between running late, Jim Bob, and even potentially Alan Fauna, that one of them, if you can just pick 1 and 2 a week here, just to keep getting up on him, that he's there for the taking. The wheels might stumble a bit here with the favourites. So
might fall off.
Maybe a little bit of
Wheels
pressure
might
on him.
fall off.
Maybe go for the odd roughie, but you never know. But it's going to be interesting to watch him really stumble home here as a lot of left field sides get up, finishing the season. So maybe Alan could win. Maybe running late just left his run not too late, and he is perfectly in time.
Hey, maybe
Or maybe
your secret friend can take it. Be good.
Hang one out there.
There's a bit of reverse psychology by running late.
That's good stuff.
Ooh,
Or
time to...
the top 4 are just going to tip the favourites until the end of the season just to hang on to their lead.
I think Luke needs a new hat too. He's probably pretty keen on a hat. And,
Pencil.
I
It's a
think-
pencil this year.
Oh, a pencil. I'll have to let him know. See if he needs a pencil.
If he comes first. That's only if he comes first. It's first place prize is the pencil.
I heard it was a $100 footy card. Of yours.
Yeah, you heard wrong. You heard wrong.
Really want that Vossi. I want the 99.97 Brownlow Vossi.
Yeah, you're not getting it. All right, well, let's move on to this week's games. All right, guys. First game of the night, Thursday night football at Marvel Stadium. It's Essendon versus GWS. Reeves, who you got?
I have got the Giants by 29 points.
Cool. Steelo?
Yeah, I got the Giants by about 45 points.
45.
That's fair. That's fair. I got the Giants by 0.
Soft.
Mate, that's how I go. That's
They're
how I
really
roll.
here for the kill.
So you're tipping the draw.
That's how I roll. Oh, no, for Giants.
By
Giants
1 point.
win. By 0. It still counts as like a win / it's a win / loss. If it's a draw, it still counts as a win to me.
They're really here to kill, I reckon, the Giants. This could get absolutely ugly on Essendon.
Yeah, but we saw what we saw last week by Essendon. Like, I'm not expecting anything from Essendon this week. It's just, I'm sorry, it's a wash. It's a wash. They need big upheaval over there.
You only tipped 0 points. What are you guys talking about?
How come?
Hey, I think it's going to be a demolition.
Yeah.
All right.
No, you absolutely do. And you picked the margin to back it.
And they're going to capitulate. They're going to implode, which is not what you want your Bombers to be doing.
No.
No.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
For some reason, at the moment, you can't bet on that game. It must be because of the tribunal potentially pending. But at the moment, you have Giants at $1.05 on the betting app, on the tipping app.
Easy money.
But on the sports bet, they're just the game's not even there. That's quite funny.
Hallelujah.
But it is Monday, so I'm sure they'll pop up with some odds soon. But yeah, $1.05 Giants. You can't go wrong, can you?
Oh, it's a field day.
Why would you? That's not even worth. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. It is Friday night football at the Gabba. Brisbane versus the Doggies. Reeves, who have you got?
We've got Brisbane Lions at $1.53 to the Doggies $2.52, and the line is 11.5, which I think this match to me is match of the round. I mean, the Dogs are probably going to be more like season on the line vibes in their walls, and Brizzy, I mean, they just got to keep winning, don't they? So really big game with some real star power, and I think the Dogs get yous. Because you guys are playing good footy, and it might just be that like last loss you have before then coming into finals and just really hit the ground running. But the Dogs are going to be super desperate and travelling up there, like probably takes the pressure off a bit playing at home with a smallish crowd or whatever. Get up to Brisbane, have a good game. So yeah, I'm going to give the Dogs one last chance. Bit of an upset.
Definitely. This really feels like we're in the lead up to finals now. This game
probably
signifies the start
They're going to go,
those big games, when you're in the rounds leading up to the finals and you've got these top 4, top 6 squads facing off against each other. And I think that's what this game maps like. Like the Doggies, this is their opportunity to get a big scalp and get a lot of confidence, and they have been that enigma of a club. That's the way they like to do things. Just every now and then, just show up and just get a big scalp.
Put pressure on.
So this is going to be a massive match, and expected to have extreme finals-like atmosphere. And I mean, obviously I'll be tipping the boys in, tipping the Lions, but only say 1 goal.
No, fair enough. Well, look, Dogs are hungry. Let's go, Hungry Dogs.
Shit, big game.
Yeah, big game. I'm calling on Dogs to fire up, because we're going into the finals soon. I want to see some fire. Sorry?
They played pretty well against Adelaide last week, Doggies. They weren't bad. They still scored 95 or something. So,
and I want to put it this way as well. Melbourne beat Brisbane at the Gabba.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Put it that way. You put it that way, you leave it that way.
Serious though, isn't it?
I'll put it that way. But yeah, no, we'll see. Like, of course, Brisbane are the favourites. Like, we all know who Ryan's going for. Like, it's more likely that Brisbane is just going to win. But
I should be able to get it done up at home. It is still the Gabatoir.
My gut is saying Lions slip. It's my gut. Alright, so let's move on to the next game. Saturday football at the University of Tasmania Stadium. It's Hawthorn versus Port Adelaide. How was that last one, the game of the round? What about this one? Who you got, Reeves?
Well, doesn't this game just take you back to the final that was played last year, which they then milked into becoming the game for the gather round, where Port hosted Hawthorn. and it was quite a game, that one. I mean, you know, Port got the chockies against Hawthorn earlier this year. Don't forget it. So, I'm sure Hawthorn haven't forgotten it. And down at Tassie, I just really see Hawthorn getting this done down here. I think Port probably will go down there rating themselves too. But just the conditions probably going to be a little bit slippier and heavy underfoot than your normal ground. And Hawks are very good down there. So you just can't tip against them down there. And just really see them potentially winning by a 30 plus.
No, Steelo.
Most definitely, yeah. I don't know if anyone's going to be brave enough to try and get one on Fenno and tip Port Adelaide. But
now's the
they're a
time.
chance. Yeah, no, they're a sneaky chance. The Hawks they've shown a chink in their armour, and Port Adelaide, you know, they have shown at times that they can win big games.
It was 30 points last time they played when Port won. So I'm going for the Hawks 30 the other way.
Oh, fair enough. Well,
Yeah, I'll go the Hawks.
look, I've got to say, I oversold it earlier. Nah, Hawks should just win. Hawks should have this comfortable.
It's a great tipster's rule. Like, you just got to thank God for easy tips like that. When the Hawks just always win in Tassie, done.
Yeah,
Sign it off.
and I'm not going to take massive risks to try and catch one up on Fenno. Like, come on, because that's how he gets you. Like, you know. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. Saturday afternoon football at the SCG. It's Sydney versus North Melbourne. Reeby, who do you have?
Oh, I mean, it's just been getting harder and harder to tip North this year now.
It really is.
To that point. The Sydney are playing all right footy. I mean, they don't look invincible, do they? But I think Sherry was potentially going to get a few weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
So he might be out, the ruckman. And it's turning into a bit of a longer year for him now than they probably hoped. Where it was looking good in the middle of the year. So Sydney just should be able to get this done. North they'll obviously put in their good pressure. So let's call it 22 points, Sydney.
All right, Steelo.
That sounds about right. I'll say the same.
Do you know what? We're all of the same mind. We're like a hive mind. We all think Sydney's going to win by 22 points.
Oh, I like it.
Every single one of us. If it's 21 or 23, I will be pissed.
The line's 39.5. I feel like that's very high.
Well, Sydney should run over the top of them. But, yeah, we'll see. No,
Yeah, but it's their scoring. Sydney's forward line, to me, is their one big issue. I think they're good and they're strong and they're a good side out of the midfield and that. But, I mean, even on the weekend, Heaney didn't have much impact on the game. And it seems like they rely on, like, a Papley or a Heaney to kick 4 or 5. And they don't have many big star forwards at the moment. And, that'll keep North in this game if Sydney aren't able to put them away and kick 100 plus. Sure. So, that'll be the watch in the game, I think, is the scoring. And North have been shown to score. So, again, against Melbourne on the weekend, they kicked around 90 points or 80. What did they score? It was
80-something. 85, I think. 86.
They haven't been shocking getting the ball inside 50 and scoring this year, North. It's going to be an interesting arm battle, but I definitely feel like North at the line of 39.5. Yeah, I like that.
Yep,
Tip of the week.
Anyway, we've all tipped Sydney by 22 points, so I don't know why you kept going on about it. Let's move on to the next game. Saturday night football at the MCG. It is Carlton versus Melbourne. This is a pretty close one, guys. Who have you got, Reeves?
Oh, well, this is just a doomsday game all round, isn't it? No one's playing finals.
No one's happy about this game.
No. I've got a strong feeling Carlton will play not bad footy here. Yeah, I think they have been trying hard and it's all been getting slung around a bit how bad they're going now. But D's have been putting in good efforts, but it's a really even game of footy, this one, isn't it? So I might give Carlton a chance at getting a win. Melbourne have just had their win. They can get stuffed.
Fair enough.
But, if D's win, a couple in a row, good on them.
Yeah, well, it's 13th versus 12th, so...
think Carlton really want this one. They're gonna probably make a bit of a point of getting a win this week.
I think Melbourne really want this one.
They would love it. So it's a real good game, actually.
You know?
What day is it?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, right?
Well, you thinking D-Day?
I don't know what I'm up to on Saturday night, but yeah, I'm just more wondering whether I'll be watching it or I might go to the game with a few Carlton people on
Might go
it.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Well.
But
Hey,
yeah,
let me know what's
go
happening.
Blues.
Let me know what's happening.
Might go have a few coffees with a few.
Yeah, let's go.
Mate, we could just go out for dinner, have a couple, fucking bring Jai along or whatever, watch the game,
Never know.
chill.
I got free tickets, so.
Or you can go to the game.
We could go on a Mexican tour.
Exactly. Mexican tour, but just of one place. Sounds good. Alright, anyway. Steelo, who you got? Carlton or Melbourne?
Hopefully the MCG can start giving us 4 tickets. I've told them it's all 4 footy.
Yeah,
Not
they don't listen.
one. Well, I'm glad to take it. I'm glad you guys let me take it. So yeah, we'll work on that.
No, have it. Take it, man.
I'll tip the D's.
Oh,
Get on the
lovely.
French train.
So you sling him a backhander, and then you.
Mate,
come
jump
over.
on the D train. The friend train, bro.
He gives me the ticket. I tip his team. That's how it works.
That's how it works, man. That's how it
Yep,
works.
well, unfortunately, it's going to be 35 years until Melbourne win another premiership. So
Well, I don't even mind, because as long as we win games, and this is one we can win, and I really hope we do win. And we're surprisingly favourites, so good. Good.
ooh,
Oh,
that's interesting.
Only just. Like, we're paying $1.59 at $2.40, and we got 57% of the people that have tipped already to 43%.
Good value for Carlton.
So it's sort of
So
like,
at the moment, North at the line, Carlton to win. Just building a nice multi here.
yeah, fair enough. All right, Saturday night football at Optus Stadium. It's West Coast versus Richmond. We can fire through this one quickly, can't we, Reeves?
I am going to be absolutely supporting Tommy in this one. I feel like
Yep.
he'll get his first win.
Yep. Steelo?
Is it a Perth, sorry?
That's at Optus Stadium, yeah.
Yes, we're back in the Eagles flying high.
Flying high. I am, of course, going to go for my good friend Tom Mack's team. Tom Mack, miss ya, love ya. Respect, homie. Get that W.
Yeah, Matt.
Alright, moving on. Sunday football at the GMHBA Stadium. St Kilda is sacrificed to the Geelong football team. Reeves.
We have a very good record against
Oh,
Geelong.
come
mate.
on.
No, we do. We've been beating them. We beat them earlier this
Come
year.
on.
Hey, hold out for a sec, Nathan. We beat them earlier this year in round 2. We beat them in the last game, or the second last game last year. So there's the last 2 in a row. I can't actually remember too many back before that. But so we're going for a hat trick against Geelong. I mean, I know it's down at Geelong, and that does sort of, but I think our footy at the moment, with the fact that Geelong got shut down and beaten by the Giants last week, they're going to be a bit desperate and be really trying some bold things. And I mean, I can't really see us winning, but Geelong should win. Let's put it that way. I mean, this is a game for them. This is a little banana peeler, though. I just think, you take Saints a little bit casually, and they might just wallop you. So
Absolutely. Steelo, who you got?
I've got West Coast in that match, and then I've got Geelong easily.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, yep, no, Geelong easily. Everybody's doing Geelong easily, Reeves. I'm sorry. Alright, next game. Sunday football at the MCG. It's Collingwood versus Fremantle. Reeby.
Well, this is a very, very interesting game in my eyes. I mean, you can only have to look over the odds where they give Collingwood the $1.30 favourites. I mean, I know they're top of the ladder, but Freo should be commanding a bit more respect than that. I feel like maybe a $2.60 to $1.60 kind of vibe. But so yes, I'm liking the value about Freo here. Collingwood just looking very predictable. Hence having to throw Josh Dacos in the middle last week. And they're just sort of having to mix things up on the run when they were down at half time by, 7 goals. So, interesting times for Collingwood with their selection, the way they go about their setup. Freo are very rock steady. So you know what you're already getting. And, they love playing at the G.
Yeah, so who are you tipping?
Oh, it's a tough one.
Uh,
I'm going to go Freo.
all right, fair enough. Steelo, who are you tipping?
Unfortunately, pains me to tip the Pies, but I'll back them in.
Yeah.
Too stacked. They're not moving the ball that fast at the moment, and Freo are moving the ball very fast. So it's really two different games. I was headbutting here.
You said your piece, bro, but let's look at it. Collingwood lost last week. I think they're gonna be bouncing back now. They're gonna be saying like, no. That was a hiccup. We're on our way to the flag, and they're gonna run all over Fremantle. I'm gonna bet pretty comfortably. All right.
Yeah, Freo just haven't shown enough this year.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon football at Adelaide Oval. It is Adelaide versus the Gold Coast. Reeves. Adelaide Gold Coast.
No, I can't see them winning this game. I think Adelaide are showing too strong. Even what they did to the Dogs on the weekend. I mean, but the Gold Coast find ways to stay in the game, so they'll definitely be a good show. The line's at 16.5, which I think is about right here. So I think Adelaide by a nice 16 points in a very, very good game of footy, I reckon this will be.
Yeah. Steelo.
Boy. Oh, yeah, these guys are some contenders. They're two teams that I see very similarly as far as ladder position, even, definitely mostly ladder position. Might tip the draw.
Ooh.
If I have to tip one, I'll go Gold Coast maybe just because they're a tiny bit more consistent.
All right. Well, look, Gold Coast can win games away, but they still don't play that good away, and I reckon Adelaide's going to clean them up. Not by much, but they're going to win. All right. That's it for our tips this week. Best of luck to you all. Raby, did you do your tips as we were going along in your app?
No, I was putting a multi on.
He's not going to. He's not going to put his tips in again.
No, I started, and then I decided this would be a bit more worthy.
Yeah.
I could make a financial gain.
And then you'll forget about putting your tips in.
Well, maybe if you upped the prize from a pencil to something else.
Mate, you're nowhere near the prize. Why do you even care about the prize?
No, because I don't need a pencil. I love hats.
You can't even sniff it.
Invested.
Yeah, you got a hat. Congratulations. Yeah. Be happy with it.
So, but I needed a hat. You know what I mean? I enjoy a good hat. A pencil, I've got a whole packet of them over there. Like, I'm not, you
don't know what's going to happen until September.
You told me there was a pencil up for grabs, and it just dropped my interest.
It's a very special pencil.
It's a special fucking pencil, mate. How dare you disrespect
my pencils that much? No pencil can be that special.
Have you ever heard of that?
Just you wait. Ryan's going to find out all about this pencil. Don't you worry.
Does it have an eraser on the back of it?
Mate, why are you asking questions about something you're not even receiving, mate? All right? If Ryan wants to ask me a question, I'll answer one of his questions. But let's see if he even listens to the pod this long, so I don't know.
Does it have two different colours, one on each end?
Mate.
Just wanted to know.
But the rumour is next year the prize will be a footy card of your choice.
No!
$100. That's like a serious prize. I get so pumped for the comp next year.
Rumour is next year you might get socks.
Ooh. Maybe. I'll be in for that.
Pencil this year, socks next year. That's how it's going.
New ones or
we'll see. We'll see. Don't hold me to anything just yet. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. All right. I do need new socks, so
let's get into closing thoughts, shall we, gentlemen?
Oh
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Steelo, closing thoughts.
Oh mate, my closing thought tonight is that this podcast we should call it 3-peat Three-peat footy.
3P Footy.
What
3P
about Parker?
Peter. 3P Parker.
Yeah, because we've all had three-peats between us three. The Lions, obviously, they're three-peat. The Saints have had them with wooden spoons.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, in spades. I think D's are there with you.
Back in 82, 83, 84, that was our best. That was a good three-peat from the Saints.
And the D's, they've got Oliver. He hasn't slept for 3 days.
Oh, well, there you go. 3 is the
Is
magic number, as they say. Well, thank you for that, Steelo. Raby, closing thoughts.
Oh man, I was actually just half daydreaming as Steelo was going through his because I was just thinking
Mate.
about what was up the weekend.
Focus. You got to focus.
No,
all right.
I was getting lost in a story in my mind, so I just plucked one out, and I was down at Phillip Island on the weekend actually with my cuz. We were just hanging out at the holiday house, just sort of went out a bit of surfing.
Of course.
Sort of thought, I'll go for a bit of a fish. So I just took my mal out the back and just sat on my mal board for a while with the rod.
Oh, as you do.
Accidentally snagged a Spanish mackerel. You wouldn't read about it, right? So I'm on my paddle board, I had Simba on the board with me, Lucky I didn't take Jai out with me too, but I just thought I'll just go out with us two.
Yeah, you leave Jai on the beach by himself, yes.
It's tagging me into shore, right? So now I'm like trying to hang on to the fish because it was a big, seriously, 35, 40 kilo Spanish mackerel on the line. Can't let go of this, right? So I've sort of got my rod between my legs while I'm steering the thing. And I look back and there's a bloody, good solid 6 to 8 foot wave coming. So I bloody catch that, hang on to the rod while I'm still wheeling in the fish, right? Pull in on the shore just perfectly because it just dumps the wave, get off, and then turn around and just finish reeling it in on the shore. Everyone's on the beach just what a catch! This bloke gets his coals, he's got a hot coal cooker thing, and just pours it all over all this silver tin that he brought just out of nowhere on the beach. So next thing you know, we're cooking this big Spanish mackerel that this fella, he just used my board as the chopping board and he's just cutting it up, teppanyaki style. He's literally just going in the air, landing it all on the thing. It's all just cooking. Sort of was getting dark and the music started and it was one of those beautiful foggy nights with the fire and the ambience was just... And it was probably the biggest fish I've caught. And it was a good way just to drag it in, just sort of using the swell to just bring it in with you. And it was a good weekend at Phillip Island. And then we camped out on the beach that night too, just to really, soak it all in and sang Kumbaya and stuff. And
that sounds like a lovely night.
No, it was a good day.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Steelo, you're right there. You can stop him from rambling and you do nothing. Anyway. My closing thoughts. Went and saw Superman last weekend, boys.
Oh, did you see me?
It's fucking amazing, mate. It's fucking amazing. Let's fucking go. Can't wait to see it the second time. With the good man.
Why didn't you see the new F1?
Because Superman.
You want to see Superman?
Superman.
So I'm glad it was awesome.
Alright, I'm going to be going with Mickey as well. We're going to love it. We're going to love it.
Should I take my son to see it? Is it that good?
No, you shouldn't take... Your son's too young to see it. There's some scenes in it that I probably wouldn't be putting a young kid through. There's a guy that just gets shot point blank in the head, and it's just that's probably not a good kid-friendly thing to see, so...
He thought the fish getting gutted was a little bit gruesome, so maybe he's not quite on that level yet.
Well, that's different. That's animals, but yeah, humans. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he did take that, but yeah. But also, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake, guys, go out and get it. Sick. More Tony Hawk.
Man.
More Tony Hawk.
When did that come out?
Came out Friday.
Oh.
So I've got it on my Game Pass on my Xbox already. So yeah, I've been checking it out. It's been good. Anyway, that should do it from us at All for Footy. And we're out.